What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Zorro. For 7 years, from age 9 to 16, Temüjin's family fought a deathmatch against the brutal cold of Börte Khaldun. They were lean, dark, and his eyes burned with the intensity of a wolf. By day, he chased wild boar with the old hunter, Tayichiud. By night, he listened to the old man beat his drum and talk about the cosmic mother. It was a life of absolute misery, yet, strangely, it brought him peace. But the real hell mode training on the steppe begins with the first snowfall. The nomads had a saying, "Summer is for training horses, winter is for training men." The moment the first heavy snow fell, men stripped down to their underwear and dashed into the powder to scour their bodies. The clumps of snow felt like razor blades in their hands. The first rub? Just pain. The second? Excruciating agony. But no one dared make a sound. They rubbed until their skin was fiery red and the snow had melted into water, only then shivering their way back inside. They called this the snow baptism. It was meant to cleanse the body, but more importantly, to cleanse the heart of guilt, debt, or weakness. Did you make a mistake? Did you owe a debt? Scrub it out. Scrub until the pain is unbearable, and heaven will consider your debt paid. Temüjin was only 12 when Tayichiud first dragged him out for the snow scour. His little body turned purple, his lips trembling like a sieve, but the old man just smiled. "It has to hurt. Only pain will teach you. This body belongs to heaven. You don't get to waste it." But the old man took it to the next level. One night, as massive flakes fell and the wind threatened to rip their shelter away, Tayichiud pulled Temüjin down to the frozen river. "Strip!" "What? Strip? Get in!" Temüjin clenched his jaw, tore off his clothes, and plunged into the ice hole. Guys, just imagining that sends a shiver down my spine. Ice shards stabbing his skin, the cold shooting up his spine straight to his brain. He almost coughed up blood, but the old man sat calmly on the bank, lighting a fire and tapping his drum. "Heaven is watching. Endure this, and you are the son of heaven. Fail, and you're just frozen meat." Temüjin sat in that ice water for a full hour. When he finally crawled out, his legs wouldn't obey him. But he realized something profound. A person truly can drag themselves back from the clutches of death, simply by sheer willpower. In that instant, he felt something click shut in his heart, locking something away and opening something else entirely. Another time, Tayichiud took him to the mountain peak, pointing at the stars. "Look up, the sky is breathing, the wind is the sky's cough, and the snow is the sky's tears. Now look at the trees. They drink the water, turn to fire when they burn, and the smoke carries a sweet fragrance to the heavens. That is the earth sending a love letter to the Sky Father." Temüjin asked, "What about humans? How do humans speak to the sky?" The old man handed him a scorching hot stone and told him to sit with it pressed against his bare back. "Does it hurt? It hurts. Remember this pain. When you have your army and your horses, if you dare abuse your strength to oppress the weak, this stone will burn you in your heart." Helen was also working her magic. Every time Temüjin crawled back from the snow training, blue and shivering, she would hug him close, warming him with her own body heat. Then she'd whisper in his ear, "The snow scour is to remind you, if you can carry the burden yourself, don't rely on others. Look at the old pine tree on the mountain. Why doesn't it fall in the fiercest winds? Because its roots run deep. Be the same, son. If your roots, your beliefs are strong in your heart, no storm can blow you down." Guys, let me give you the analogy. These 7 years of ice and snow on Börte Khaldun were the fiercest whetstone imaginable, grinding Temüjin from a piece of raw iron into a blade that could cut the sky. The edge of that blade was etched with hatred, the spine with reverence, and the hilt with the wisdom of his mother and the old hunter. He was no longer the 9-year-old boy crying, "Why did they abandon us?" Now, he had one conviction. Heaven is watching me. The earth is nurturing me. I must be worthy of this pain. So, 16-year-old Temüjin finally descends the mountain, carrying this sacred heaven and earth blade. What is his very first move? Does he seek out his 9-year-old fiancée, Börte, whom he hasn't seen in years, and finally celebrate the wedding? Or does he grab that blade and start settling the 7-year blood debt with the animals who abandoned his entire family? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and if you want to know which direction the future GenghisKhan turns, you know the drill. Subscribe and ring that notification bell. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.